my loungies? Welcome to Toxic Tea Lounge. Everything in this video is allegedly. Let's chat. Disclaimer: I do not condone in any form of bullying or violence on this platform. Anything in this video is for information purposes and entertainment purpose only. Okay? It's just simply like that. This platform consists of celebrity drama, rumors, opinions, roasting tea with some shade and some sensitive topics. So if you're sensitive to people's opinions online, you crashing out online over your faves, you get triggered easily, whatever the case may be, this platform will not be for you. Okay? There's judging, there's everything over here. Okay? Sky's the limit. So if you do not want to get upset and if you're too sensitive from online antics, this platform will not be for you. I'm just warning you. Everything is allegedly. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is personal over here. Now, in this segment, we are going to be talking about Chastity, who is Chrisean's sister. We have Jasmine, okay, and 600 BZ situation. We have Natalie Nunn, okay, and we have Chrisean's sis Tessa, okay. So, please be mindful of what this platform consists of because I do not want to hear anything else, for real. Now, before we get into the antics, please make sure to like the video, my loungies. Thank you. Tia Kemp. Okay, so we're going to get into a video. This is regarding Blueface and Chrisean and the whole situation because she's responding to somebody on her live, okay, about Chrisean. Now, we're going to listen to what she has to say, and she's speaking facts, okay?
You need to get Karlissa and check it. Tell her that her son not innocent and stop stop blaming these females for her son wrongdoing. Well, the women know what type of man he is. It's their fault too. Sure. In jail, man. You think dog, bro? Like real talk, dog. How in jail got you crashing out? Girl, the way I be hitting in on that phone call every time he called, I am so stressed out in that girl, please. Dog commissary, dog won't even be able to eat a honey bun. The way I had him in there crying. Girl, they getting just what they get. Hey. Can't hate the player.
I mean, is she right or is she right? Because everybody want to blame the man because he a man. But us as females, we tolerate certain things. We stay in certain situations because we want to put it on love and all this other stuff. Or maybe it's financial or whatever the case may be. Or maybe it's the kid. Oh, I'm just going to stay with him so the kid... Cut it out with the excuses. She's exactly right. Okay? Now, Chrisean should be moving on. Blueface is in jail. So this would be the right time for her to even start to really try to move on. But no, she wants to be a ride or die. She want to, oh, this Blue, and that's my daddy, and this is my husband, and this, and I'm going to always do this. All right, girl. So stop coming on this internet talking about something. We got to keep our opinions to ourselves. Because clearly you want us to talk. So keep the clownery going, my dear. Now, Karlissa seems like she got to get some things off her chest. When I tell you, she seems like she's a little irritated. That's exactly what it seems like. But let's get into what she posted first. Yes, I blame my son because I told him not to have no baby with her. Ooh, how you going to blame him when this his third child? You people are sick and need Jesus. Okay? Do they need Jesus, y'all? Let me know. She posted this up. How you gonna blame him when he already got two? Two kids actually that he do not come online to bash. I hope she get pregnant right now so y'all can leave us the F alone. Not her wishing pregnancy on Chrisean. Siri, please play Blueface begging her to stay home and safe during the pregnancy, and all her fans calling him a hater. It says Chrisean fans blame Blueface for Chrisean Jr.'s delays, which we're going to get into in a little bit, okay? So Karlissa's like, don't blame my son, okay? he did say, where you think you're going to be at when you're pregnant? Don't do it.
The bitch is so dumb. She said, the baby's not going to stop me from going on the road and getting money and hustling and doing what I need to do. I said, who going to watch the baby while you on the road hustling? She said, I'm going to have an on the road nanny. If you think you finna take my newborn baby from the day she born to the day she's at least 3 years old on a road anywhere, on a plane, on a tour bus for longer than 48 hours, you're smoking dick.
I have a public service announcement that I would really like to make. I don't give a fuck if you think I am a child of God or if you think I'm a Christian or not. Stop posting that shit like it's supposed to get to me. It ain't gonna, your opinion of me ain't gonna never, ever, ever get to me. Okay? I will not see y'all or what the f y'all said about me when I stands before the Lord. Okay? You ain't fixing to move me. I'm not her. I'm not them. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm a Christian or not. Okay? Play with somebody else, not somebody who...
I mean, Karlissa said what she had to say. Karlissa's going back and forth with her sisters. She's going back and forth with Blueface girls, Chrisean, and it's just like, girl, is there anything else that you could talk about or discuss? Why does not Karlissa get her own show or talk a podcast or something? That would be a little bit more, reasonable and more make sense, because it would be content, it would be whatever you want to say, just say it instead of really in people's drama and business. Now, Karlissa is like, what? She's 50, right? In her 50s? I don't know. But she is of age to know where, hello, are you going to be stressed out yet? You're not stressed out with all this negative energy? I just cannot. But at the end of the day, she's always going to say what she has to say, and she's going to get things off her chest, as she should. But I felt like she should just do it in a different path because of her age. But I guess we'll talk about that another time. So y'all know that Chrisean Jr. is a concern for a lot of people, or a mockery to some. Now, we're going to get into one of Chrisean's blog fan pages. I'm not sure who it is. If y'all know who this is, let me know down in the comments below, because this is ridiculous. Her fan bases and the blog pages that be kissing her ass and say these type of things are so dumb.
What they don't understand, that a father that is an alcoholic and drinking can affect the baby as well. So to put that on her, yeah, we don't, if it is something wrong, or if it ain't, it could have been from him.
Yep, it's on him, all right. Look at her pregnant, lit, twerking.
Why is everybody ignoring that when she was pregnant, how he had her in the club, partying, still taking bookings, making money off of her?
It was like that. At one time I was drinking and it was fun. And it got to the point when I was drinking it was not fun. I was drinking because I had to drink. Like, what the f? Like, what the f? I really had to drink to be around him, to work around him, to...
The whole beginning of her pregnancy. You don't think that all of that stuff helped?
A double standard.
She the one that got to take care of it regardless.
And I'm waiting for Blueface to come out and say,
I feel like the people that around me that be doing it, and then they like, and then when I try it, I with it. I like what it do, so it is what it is.
So when did drinking start for you? Like, when did you start drinking? Because you don't say Chrisean.
anything. I am. And I hope somebody call him and report his burner so his burner can get taken away, because we know he got a burner now.
Streams. Off his little burner.
I want to see him get out and literally see that he has no motion without her.
You think I'm worried about controlling you? You're an idiot.
I'm not. That's what it is.
You can't even control yourself.
I want him to see that. I want him to get out. I want him to be able to see this in the full flesh right outside and see how much motion you don't really have.
I'm ready for him to get out too, because all of y'all rock fans, I'm telling y'all gonna eat y'all dust. I'm telling y'all, Blueface is about to turn this whole shit up, and I can't wait. I really hope he just demolishes. spill all tea, put everybody in their place. Because who y'all messing with? Now, we know Blueface did take part of it. We did see him passing her drinks and stuff because that's something that she wanted to do. She's a grown-ass woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it would have been like, yes, a good man would have been like, you're pregnant with my baby. Do not drink. Do not smoke. I'm not playing. But time and time again, we seen that Blueface probably got love for her, but he's not in love with her to the point where he cared that much. Because if he really felt that she was carrying his baby, he was not going to let her do all of that stuff. I'm telling you. He don't care. Okay? So for the fan bases to try to put it on Blueface and never hold her accountable for nothing, I didn't hear not one of them say nothing about her wrongdoings, her decisions that she decided to do on her own. Nobody's forcing her to do anything. I know y'all could be like, manipulation is it? Yeah, she's a manipulator too. Let's stop throwing rocks and hiding hands when it comes to Chrisean. When it comes to facts that we seen with our own damn eyes on this internet. Stop doing that. Who the hell is that damn fan blog page? They're so delusional. That's why they click so much. Her fan base and her. They're both brainless. Okay, so last but not least, we got CJ So Cool. Now, we already discussed his daughter Kamari and Royalty's daughter Carnation going back and forth. But he went on his YouTube and he decided to do a Messy Monday and he gets messy. This is part 1, okay? Part 2 will be in the next video, okay? So please pay attention to the things that he say. He's saying a lot. He's mentioning a lot. And he's just going off of people's comments and things of that nature. So let's go.
Here for the tea, get your cups out because we're about to dive into the tea. I got my comment section open up on a random video on Instagram. Actually, this is TikTok. I'm gonna be going back and forth from Instagram to TikTok. And yeah, I'm gonna be just reading comments off my phone and just talking to you guys. I got 2 apps open, IG and TikTok, and we're gonna be jumping back and forth. The first comment I'm gonna read off is a comment on Kamari and me on TikTok making a video. It says, if she fights Jalea, I want to be tagged. Hey, yo, who is this? Let me click on the profile. Oh, okay, no, Shorty want to help Kamari. Hey, look, because you know, they be trying to jump people. Honestly, I seen the time when they was fighting, Nike was fighting Royalty, and then Lexi had to jump in because the grandma tried to jump in. You know, they be trying to jump in, Jalea tried to jump in. So, you know, you really can't trust the snake. You might come for a fade, and then you might get jumped. So you never know. Like me personally, I remember going to pick up CJ and Dea, and this is way back when I used to personally pick them up. And thank God I had a camera crew with me. They actually filmed a real life incident between me just going to pick up my kids and having to pull out a gun because she called like 6 different people to pull up. Now, police! Help! Police! Help! Now, I gotta take some accountability and tell you guys a little story on that because some of you probably missed it. I made a video and said that my baby mama was coming to be my bodyguard and I was paying her like $50,000 to protect me from Royalty. She didn't actually come. I didn't actually give her the money. It was just a clickbait, right? It was literally clickbait. I'm a content creator and she really in the streets with it. And then when I say that, I don't mean that in a good way. Like, how are you having 2 million followers, you're verified, and you really like living in the streets? That's not a good look. Like, we are supposed to elevate it from there. I grew up in the streets and I wasn't on social media, so I didn't have any morals. I didn't have any goals or anything to look forward to. I just was doing whatever I thought was cool. But now that we know what's cool, which is being mature in real life, building a foundation around your family, trying to create some type of generational wealth, those are the things that really matter. And I'm not even just saying that to sound cool. Like, if you're not making money or making decisions in your life that can help your family obtain success, then what are you doing? Are you just making up lies, running to the internet, trying to drag another human being down? Like, we technically living in hell. If you look at it like how I look at it, I look at like life with me being connected to someone like this demon. I look at that as a sign of me probably did something in the past life where I messed up and now this is my version of hell. Because I shouldn't be posting on TikTok. Make sure you look at my TikTok, the real CJ So Cool 29. I know that's a random name, but my birthday is the 29th, and I am the real CJ So Cool. And I lost multiple TikToks thanks to Kamari dancing on my TikTok all them years ago. Anyway, I do have ADHD, so sometimes I randomly blurt out things. But don't mind me. I'm just trying to be chill. Back to the topic. I have to get, where's your vroom? Wait, who said that? What do that mean? They both wouldn't be anything without each other. At the end of the day, CJ did videos with Royalty Kids. Royalty Kids did videos with CJ. Nobody was watching for Kamari. Wow. Let me read the replies to that. What you mean? I only watched it for when Kamari come over. What the freak? Somebody said thank you because Kamari was the main event. I already know that. I deep down inside knew that whenever Kamari come, or whenever she would come, it would already like be like astronomically better than when she wasn't here. The same thing still applies to this day. I'm 36. Of course, I've lost touch with the youth and the people that watch YouTube. They probably don't really resonate with the way I live my life and the things that I do. But when it comes to Kamari, she's 13. She got a lot of growing to do and a lot of more fans to reach. So I believe that she always has helped me. And I've always said that. I've always said whenever Nike and Kamari come, my views go up, my life is better. I feel more happier, more comfortable. And it's probably because we're from the same place. We're all from Gary, so we talk alike, we think alike, we make each other laugh, and we don't press each other's buttons. Like, I rarely get offended by Kamari. She rarely gets offended by me. And same with Nike. Now, of course, I'm not talking about when I have to discipline my child. Every parent knows you can only be so cool with your kid until like the moment comes where you have to be a parent and discipline them. That time has come for me. Of course, I posted on YouTube like I do my whole life.
That's what I'm saying. With people that put their whole life and just make it for content is crazy, because these be the same people that be caring so much and crashing out on people and their judgment or their opinions or their questions or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's not that serious for $1 to broadcast your whole life and put your whole business out there. I just feel like everybody deserves privacy. Yes, some things you can explain or, do story time and let people know your experiences so it could be relatable and stuff like that, because you never know how you could connect with somebody. But your whole life on the internet is crazy to me.
That's the issue. Like, how you gonna say that somebody did something when all they do is record everything? Not to mention, even when I'm not recording, I have cameras in every room recording everything. If you can think back clearly, you can see it's so cool, man. I had a camera in the kid wing. When you open the kid's side of the house, you're automatically on camera. If you go in Jalea room, Leon room, any of them rooms, it's obvious where you're going, what you're doing, how long you was in there. All this is like recorded. So for them to be able to lie with no proof is crazy. She always had access to every camera. She always watched every camera, including that time when she went out of town to get her tubes untied and then eventually burned out because she was trying to have kids and the kids kept getting stuck in her tubes and she almost died. So if you don't know the story, yeah, that's happened. That's happened in So Cool Land about 2017, 2018. She left, her and her mom, they went out of town. They left the kids with me because I was a very trustworthy person with her kids. And we lived in a big mansion. And I went to the club. I went to Floyd Mayweather Club. It was called Girl Collections or something. And I actually think someone poisoned my drink. I think someone put something in my drink. It kind of messed me up a little bit. I gave out my home address, my number. I was doing things I wouldn't normally do. And I allowed some women to come into my crib. Now, mind you, I just told you, she's always had access to the cameras. But if I was doing anything crazy like they alleged I did, why wouldn't she have proof? Or why wouldn't anybody know by now? Like, until now, I'm saying. Like the court. We went to court for 14 months. That was a long battle of us arguing and her trying to expose every detail of anything bad I've ever done. Why was that left out? That doesn't make sense. That they just can come up with something so quick. And that's why I wanted you guys to understand you were believing the dumbest lie ever. Someone just came up with something out of thin air and some of you ran with it.
I mean, we talking about the internet here. If somebody comes out with a story or allegation, it's always going to be people who believe it or people who don't believe it. You can't be mad at people who believe it, okay, CJ? Because don't nobody knows if it's true or not. That's the whole point of investigations, calling the police, doing a whole case, okay? Now, let me know down in the comments below when Jalea and Royalty made that video about CJ So Cool touching up on her, talking about something, they reading a part out of her diary and this and this and that. Did y'all believe her or did you not? Me personally, I didn't, because of all the stuff that was going on. I feel like a lot of people in these situations are clout chasers and they wouldn't really take somebody down. Of course, they would run with either, grape or child, touching and all this other stuff. Of course they would go to that. But that was just me based off everything that was going on between CJ, Royalty, the physical fights that, Nike and Royalty had, the daughters fighting, everybody fighting, and all of a sudden, boom, he touched me. So it just didn't make no sense. And the timing of it coming out.
And I'm kind of mad at y'all and offended that I'm getting a recognition now. I'm seeing the comments. It seems like everybody's on my side, but it wasn't like that before. There was more hate than it is good stuff now. So honestly, I really wish the haters would just come out of the shadows and just renege on what they said. Apology accepted. Come on, man. Where y'all at? We need that. But anyway, she caught me on camera doing some things I shouldn't have did, right? But it was with grown women. 2 grown women.
Okay, so, CJ's So Cool. I guess him, Royalty, Nike, everybody's going to just keep physically fighting and having online beef for the rest of their life. Because at one point, are y'all going to stop? It's past content now. It's personal and it's getting out of hand. Y'all got the teenage daughters, literally 13 years old, fighting. And going online cursing and being grown and showing each other's twerking and panties and stuff. This is getting sick. As parents, what are y'all going to do? Y'all allowing these 13-year-old little ass girls to be walking around here as if they're in their 20s. That's the problem now. And then y'all get mad when your child is doing something that you feel like you don't agree with. Oh, they grown, they out here with the boys. Yeah, because you're allowing it. Okay? There's no such thing as really being too strict when you're protecting your child. I don't care what nobody say. Nothing is serious about in these streets or with these people. It's people out here setting up their friends as teenagers, unaliving them. Teenagers are getting kidnapped. Teenagers are getting raped. Teenagers are getting touched on by family members and fathers and everybody else. Y'all gotta protect y'all kids. Is it really that serious for your child to be cursing at 13 years old or being grown or having boyfriends and being outside? Like, come on. Listen, I just know when I became a mom, I knew exactly what my purpose was to do. Protect my child by any means necessary. And I don't care about nothing and what nobody else say. Oh yeah, well, she's 13. I'm just going to let her go out with her friends and go spend the night out and have sleepover. I'm not doing none of that. I don't care. It's nothing never that serious. You go ahead and take your kid, oh yeah, to a friend that they knew for like 2 months. And the next thing you know, the father raped them or your child's not coming back no more because they got unalived at the house. There's so much stories going around. People are not really clicking to think that, oh, it might not happen. It's not going to happen to my child. Anything is possible. Y'all really need to use your brains as parents. I'm just saying. Now, it is what it is. Now, I said everything I really needed to say in this video. I think that I said, okay, so y'all already knew, when I mentioned Chastity, Jasmine, 600BZ, Natalie Nunn, and Chrisean Sis Tessa, that would be the next video. Okay, my lounges, just make sure to run this up. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Until then, toodaloos, bye-bye.